Hi, today we'll be discussing LGBT struggles and why they need to be addressed. We will learn people's stories, the rights that have been taken away, and how much violence there is. So let's get started. The LGBT community goes through more than you know. Did you know that more than a dozen people get murdered daily only because they love who they love? As someone who is a part of the LGBT community, I myself have experienced people who are rude to me and say things about my sexuality to the point where they tell me to kill myself. Acceptance is a big struggle in the LGBT community. Many people don't accept people for their sexuality. I read a story called Sad Yet Hopeful, My Coming Out Story. A man writes about his story when he was 16 years of age and came out to his parents, who were not so happy about it. His family asked him many of questions and wanted to know if he actually felt feelings for the man or if it was all about sex. Of course, the man knew he was gay, but the parents thought it was just a silly phase, just like my parents did. He says that he fears that he would be kicked out of the house. Having a child scared of being kicked out of the house is horrible. What I'm about to say is actually even more horrible. Being gay or anything in the LGBTQ community is honestly dangerous. How may you ask? Nevada father charged with murder, 53-year-old man shot his son in the face. 72 people died in a gay bar in Louisiana. Steve Charles, age 17, was beaten to death in New York. Trans male raped by his supposedly friend when he came out to him and later was murdered. Scott and Mir, shot by his friend after telling him he was attracted to him. Roxanne Elise and Michelle Abal, a lesbian couple, were told that there was no compassion between them and that they both deserved to die, and then both were shot. There are thousands of more reports. Violence is a huge problem in general, but many of it is because of someone's sexuality, and it's not okay. Another struggle in the LGBT community that they face is rights being taken away. The administration policies have signs that they aren't going to protect the LGBTQ. On April 12th, Trump bans transgenders from being in the military. The Trump administration planned on getting rid of what former president set up for trans people, where they lose many rights. Trump has also supported job discrimination against LGBTQ. The Department of Education has refused to listen to any transgender students who have had problems. Anyone who is a part of the LGBTQ community and is trying to adopt will be discriminated for being gay. There are so many more rights that are being taken away from these people who wanted to live just a happy life. LGBTQ goes through so much more struggles than you will ever understand if you are not a part of the community. They go through people not accepting them, violence, and other rights that have been taken away. And it's not okay, and it needs to be talked about.